Here are 7 ways that rhodiola can actually transform your brain's health. The very first one is it can actually improve and enhance cognitive functionality. There have been several studies that have investigated basically how rhodiola extract can actually improve cognitive function through helping with attention, memory, focus, and mental performance. For example, there was a study done by Nordic Journal of Psychiatry done in 2007, found that rhodiola extract improved attention, focus, and cognitive flexibility in young, healthy adults. The second way that I've seen rhodiola actually really help transform people's brain health, and I use this a lot with my patients and clients, is I find that it is a really effective tool for helping actually reducing stress. It is an adaptogenic herb, it's what it's known for, and what that means is it actually adapts to the body to help with very stressful situations. There was a study done in the phytotherapy research back in 2012 that demonstrated that rhodiola extract actually helped with people not only with stress but also with fatigue, especially when it came to mental fatigue and mental stress. They found this because they found that rhodiola extract helped reduce cortisol levels. Now, cortisol is something that when it's spiked will increase our stress levels, feel more agitated, more anxious when our cortisol levels are spiked. So they found that rhodiola extract actually helped bring down those cortisol levels, so it can be a very effective tool helping reducing stress. The third great way that rhodiola can actually transform your brain's health is it going to help with your mood, and it also can help with things such as like depression and anxiety. There is a randomized controlled study that was published in the Journal of Phytomedicine in 2015 that demonstrated that rhodiola actually dramatically decreased the effects of anxiety as well as depressive symptoms and overall improved people's mood. And there was another study done in 2019, just recently, that was published by the Therapeutic Research that found that it did improve the symptoms of mild to moderate depression in adults. The fourth way that I see rhodiola can be really effective, and we've seen in research, is it has both neuroprotective and neurogenesis effects. Because of a lot of its different properties, especially its antioxidant properties, it can protect the brain, it can protect the nervous system, but also has been shown that in some studies where it does stimulate neurogenesis, which helps stimulate and actually the growth of neurons throughout the body, and definitely helps with more of that cognitive functionality that we just talked about from the first benefit. Now, however, more research does need to be done because a lot of these studies, especially when it comes to the neuroprotective effects as well as neurogenesis, are more done on animal studies, especially mice and rats, but it definitely is promising that people do find benefits, and something that I do find and use with my patients that does help in a lot of ways, help with improved cognitive function and protecting the brain. The fifth great way that rhodiola actually can transform your brain's health is, like I was saying before, it has some really powerful antioxidant properties, but it also has very powerful anti-inflammatory properties that really protect the brain, but also protect the body from a lot of oxidative stress. And this is very vital to really have a long duration of a very healthy brain throughout your life. There's been research that was published in the Journal in Food Chemical Toxicology in 2017 that demonstrated that rhodiola extract actually did have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that reduce oxidative stress within the cells of our body, which of course helps protect from oxidative stress damaging our cells. So you can see how beneficial, not only can this be beneficial for the brain, but also the cells throughout our entire body. Now, if you're getting any value in this video, then you should subscribe to this channel because we talk everything about brain health, ways to improve your mind, ways to actually help with ADHD and to have better focus. So hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you like this video. The sixth way that I see rhodiola can really actually transform your brain's health is the importance of sleep. Sleep is so critical for our brain's health. And rhodiola is something that I love using because it has the adaptogenic properties. It also has those properties of reducing cortisol. So a lot of people that I find when I'm working with them, they might have spiked cortisol levels at night, and it makes it very difficult for them to fall asleep at night. So what I will use is using something like rhodiola extract to help them actually fall asleep because it relaxes the nervous system. It helps them fall asleep. And this has definitely been backed up by a lot of research. Have found that because rhodiola does these certain things, it has helped people significantly with their sleep, and therefore it does help benefit their brain significantly. The seventh way that I think that rhodiola, and this is probably the biggest one that I specifically actually use and as seen in research, is that rhodiola helps with the modulation of lots of different neurotransmitters and helping the building and process things such as like dopamine, as well as norepinephrine and epinephrine, and even serotonin. But to take this a step further, the reason I like using it and why I determine to use rhodiola or not when I'm working with a lot of my different patients, especially my ADHD patients, patients is I actually first will look at testing to see, okay, what are the imbalances? Do they have, I'll test for things like cortisol, see if there's spikes. That's another reason why you would want to use rhodiola. And that's something that you should be looking into and why it can really help transform your brain's health if you actually test first. But also even testing for checking your serotonin, your dopamine, and your norepinephrine, and even your dopamine levels to see if they're spiked. What I love about rhodiola is you can use both rhodiola whether your levels are too low or too high. And so in a lot of ways, you don't even necessarily need to know for sure whether you have high or low levels, but it does help to kind of measure that. But this is why I love rhodiola and why it's such a powerful adaptogenic herb that really can transform your brain health. Now, if you are really struggling trying to improve your focus and trying to find different supplements to not only have better focus, but maybe you're dealing with ADHD and just don't know what types of supplements and herbs to use, then you should watch this video next where I actually dive in deep to explain what are the best supplements and what you should actually be doing to determine what are going to be the best supplements for you, for your own brain health, for your own ADHD, and have that better focus. So watch this video next.